Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again this week with 6 comics and a comic shop news. Once again, giving us some Spider-Man newspaper strips and all the news that comics have to tell us. Let's see. The truth and nothing but the truth. No idea what that is. The cover certainly wasn't familiar with me, but there's always stuff to be found inside about what's coming out, so always a good freebie to get at the comic shop each week. First comic we have is Southern Bastards number 19. Let's see what's happening in this story. The daughter from the guy in the first character arc has come back to her father's old hometown, and she's kicking ass to get revenge for her father or something. There's Coach Boss, the villain of the piece. We had a flashback to, there's our Burt Reynolds character, who's the coach of the rival football team to Coach Boss's team. Lots of Southern high school football culture in this one. Always a good read, Southern Bastards, if you like reading about Southern Bastards. And back from its hiatus is Monstrous. What issue number is this? Issue number 13. And I'm not sure why this is $4.99 now. Is it a 40-page one? Seems a little thicker. There's the back cover. But I'm not sure I want to pay $4.99 for Monstrous. Enjoy the comic. But at $4.99, it would be the most, I think it would be the most expensive monthly comic I get. And you would think the most expensive one would be my favorite. And I like Monstrous, but it's not my favorite. So that's what's making me go, hey, why do I want to pay $4.99 for this? Oh, there's a nice drawing of a horned woman. But it's a good book. Magical tale of this world where there are monsters and humans and animal people and this and that. And none of them trust each other. And there was a big war about, I don't know how many years ago, a couple of generations ago, and there might be a big war coming back again, so we'll see. And here we go with Manifest Destiny, issue number 33. Wonder if this guy's getting baptized or drowned. I'm guessing drowned. Lewis and Clark and the Corps of Discovery continue to winter somewhere along the Missouri River. Oh, look at that guy got killed by some monster. That's why I guess drowned, because monsters kill the Corps of Discovery. Said their journey has stopped. There's a nice satanic ritual looking page, even though it's just him studying a body by candlelight, because there weren't electric lights in those days. But yeah, it's been a fun series. Lewis and Clark and the Corps of Discovery versus monsters. That's what it is, and that's probably what it'll continue to be. And next is Department H with its thick, glossy cover. Wow, what a different feel than the other ones. Oh, there's always wraparound too. Let's see what it looks like. Ah, some sort of eye. That's not just a hill that robot is crawling on, that probe or drone or whatever you'd call it. It's a creature. Let's see, what issue is this? 22. So it was only 24 issues this is going up to. So this and 2 others, and the story ends. We'll find out who murdered that. You know what? It's so much not about the mystery now. One of these people murdered her father. That's what we've been trying to find out this whole time. But now there's all the sorts of diseases going on topside, and they're not going to let them up. And it turned into survival horror somewhere around issue, I don't know, 7 or 8, and it's been there ever since. And see this on the sides of the pages. They have this blue depth gauge that's been filling up each issue. So each issue there's a little more blue in it, and I guess the next 2 issues will go all the way to the top top there and fill out. But yeah, Department H has been a fun read. Matt Kint, Charlene Kint on the colors, and murder. 6 miles deep is its tagline, but there was only one murder. It's not like everybody's being murdered. But I guess someone sabotaged the whole underwater base, so maybe he was trying to kill everyone. So, yeah, I guess murder 6 miles deep. I'll agree with that. And it's issue 2 of 6 of Empowered and Spooky Sisters High School Hell. That's Empowered on the left and Spooky Sister on the right. I don't know much about Empowered beyond what I read in the first issue, but she's this superhero, and she was like, I guess she was in some super team with her, but they didn't used to like each other. Now they're teamed up because there's some demon who's after Spooky Sister and likes to torture her. So they put her in some hell based on Spooky Sister's old high school. So now and stripped them of some of their powers. So now all these high school girls are trying to kill Empowered and Spooky Sister in this high school of horrors. I bought this, of course, because it's drawn by Carla Speed McNeil, and I'm a big Carla Speed McNeil fan. And it was interesting reading about their, Adam Warren was writing about their process in doing this. And since Carla Speed McNeil is a writer, and she also does her own lettering, he said that they actually talk about and tweak the dialogue up until the last minute, because he said it's kind of a unique way to work, but since they're both writers and she's doing the lettering, they can do that. So I found that interesting. But I very much enjoyed the first issue. It was a fun story. Now we'll see what this second issue brings us. But nice, I like the art. And if you like some Carla Speed McNeil, pick this one up. And our final book of the week is Maestros, issue number 4. First 3 issues have been fun. That's young Maestros when he was a goofy kid being raised by this all-powerful wizard of whatever dimension they're in, and his mother, who's an earthling. Eventually, the all-powerful wizard got mad at the kid and the earthling mother and sent him back to Earth. But now the all-powerful wizard is dead, along with the whole royal family. So the kid is back in this weird wizard dimension that oversees the whole world, the whole universe, the whole whatever. And he's trying to run things, except there's the supervillain who killed the whole royal family is after him. And he just found out one of his allies betrayed him, was behind the big supervillain and stuff like that. So, very well drawn, good storytelling, fun magical wizard story. I'm enjoying Maestros. I've no idea what direction the story's going to go in, but I think that's a good thing. And finally, I'll give you a look at my background art. I pulled out a couple of drawings from the recent past. I don't even know if I ever made anything. It's Sunny Beach 3/22/16. This one is from. Seems to be a figure with lots of weird machinery and shapes around. I don't think I ever colored this one. Sometimes I color them and make prints out of them. Sometimes I just end up as black and white ink drawings. This one I think I used for the back cover of my Ghost of Fifth Street book a couple of years ago. This is, what do we got? More Shore 4/25/14. So this is a couple of years older than the other one. I'm not sure what Busby means in this case. Sometimes I just like pairing words and pictures. And I did that's hand type on that one. Usually I do most of my type these days on the computer, but not always. Lots of faces looking at us, peering at us. I like drawings that look back at us as hard as we look at them. So there's a case of it. Lots of different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 faces. Wow, I wouldn't have even guessed there were 10 faces in there. They kind of blend in until I look at them. Okay, there's a little look at stuff. So you guys have a good week out there.